Last week, we were parked at a beautiful little forest where we foraged some wild sweet chestnuts and walnuts. Today, we're using them to make some delicious food in our van. We're going to transform these wild foods into some tasty little snacks.
Want to have a nut?
We're showing you how we make our own nut milk that we then use as the base for cozy hot drinks and for a quick and easy breakfast idea. Perfect for the fall season. So good.
I'll give you a nut.
They're probably okay, right? Oh yeah.
So I think these chestnuts are ready. You hear them sizzling? Ta-da! Look really beautiful. So in the meantime, I've been cracking some of the walnuts that we picked a while ago because I'm going to roast them too in a little bit because it's starting to get a little bit mushy, and the last thing that we want is them to get moldy. So I'm going to give some of these chestnuts to my
Beloved one.
I was going to say my testing person. Doesn't that look nice?
I remember when I was a small kid, I used to do these activities with school where we have to find these and cook them. It's very tasteful.
Yay!
They're great.
Cooking chestnuts in a van. Check.
Yeah.
This is all that's left from the pile of nuts that you saw here. So these are the walnuts that are still looking good enough to eat. So now I'm gonna roast them with some maple syrup and some cinnamon, and then we can store them, because if we're gonna leave them like that, they're probably gonna get moldy because they're not dried yet. And we live in a van, so drying food in a van isn't really an option since it's always like super moist here. So that's what I'm gonna do to make sure that they're preserved and they're not gonna go bad, and they're gonna be even more delicious that way. Hey? Oh, someone's exhausted. You're exhausted for keeping us awake last night? Huh? Now I'm gonna keep you awake so you know what it feels like when someone's disturbing your sleep. I'm gonna use leftover walnuts that I made yesterday. I'm gonna use them to make some walnut milk. I didn't soak them. I don't think they need to be soaked. I have a pretty good blender. The NutriBullets never let me down. So I'm gonna blend these. They're not that many. It's like maybe half a cup with just a bit of water. I'm just winging it, guys. Like, this is just me trying this out for the first time. So don't try this at home until you see the end result in a few minutes. I think I woke up the whole parking lot. That looks quite nice. It's not very smooth. Maybe I should have soaked them in the water before. It doesn't really taste like much. Some recipes said to add a date to it, so maybe I should do that. Maybe I should add a date and some extra cinnamon. Let's try it again. It's like the date brings out the natural flavor, the earthy flavor of the walnut. Like a tiny bit bitter, but also sweet, which makes it really nice. And I do hope we still have some power left in this fan, because I've been using this blender for a while now and it's very grey and rainy outside. So I hope I'm not like taking all the juice of our batteries. But we do have a new system for our batteries. We do have a new way to charge them, which we're going to talk to you about later in another video. But we're very excited about this actually. So this is going to go in the fridge. It's going to be my breakfast for the next 2 days. So I don't have to worry about that when I have to wake up early in the morning. And with the leftover walnut milk that I have here, I'm going to prepare already a matcha latte. Just a big disclaimer, this is not how you usually make a matcha latte. I know, it's not how you're supposed to do it, but I'm just gonna make it easy for myself. Water is very, very precious when you live in a van. Especially cleaning a blender takes a bit more water than regular dishes. So I'm just gonna do it all in one go. Hopefully the fridge is not gonna die and the battery is not gonna die. So haters gonna hate. Sorry, not sorry guys, I'm gonna do it anyway. Nothing beats a fresh matcha latte with some frothed milk on top. Doesn't that look delicious? I'm not really a Starbucks person. Usually I make my lattes myself because Starbucks is like crazy expensive and there's so much plastic and sugar and processed foods involved. But they do have some really good flavor combinations, and one that I found that really fitted the ingredients that we got is a chestnut praline latte. And it consists of toasted pecans, which I'm toasting at this moment and which I didn't forage myself because pecans don't grow out here. The chestnuts that I roasted like a few days ago, I kind of made a chestnut puree out of them, like crème de marron in French. I just like roasted them again a little bit in the pan on the stove with some coconut milk, some vanilla, a few dates and some cinnamon. Let it like boil a few minutes and then I just blended the whole thing up. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 tablespoons of soaked cashews with some coffee, chestnut puree or crème de marron. Normally 2 roasted chestnuts should be fine too. 2 tablespoons brown sugar and a little bit of vanilla. There we go. That looks pretty perfect. Wow, I'm gonna make this for Stef too tomorrow morning. I think he's really gonna enjoy this. And so easy. Oh, I've got to turn off the blender. Things that we foraged in the forest. We foraged in the forest. Foraged in the forest. Wow. And I'm out of words. I think I just need to chill for a bit.